going to start out with an easy example, and then we'll go on to one that looks more like on the worksheet. But for now, like I said, it's convenient when one of the variables is by itself. In this case, x equals -1, so the variable is by itself. That's when we know we're going to use the substitution method. It's going to be real simple. In fact, this arrow is already kind of alluding to what you're going to do, especially for example 1. But on last week, I don't know if any of them were by themselves.
Maybe a few.
Maybe a few. So you could have used this method. You could use this method by getting one of, you could get the variable by itself from last week. Don't do that, please. But this is convenient when it's already by itself. Do with this equation, let's go ahead and look at the first step, is circle the expression with the isolated variable. Now, if you look on your worksheet, it's not always on the top and it's not always on the bottom. For example, number 1, the top equation is isolated. Number 2, the same number 3. But if you look at number 4, the bottom equation is the one that's isolated, y equals -8x plus 4. So the first thing I want you to do is go through the worksheet and circle the equations that are isolated, meaning the variable's by itself. Okay? Once we do that, we are going to locate the variable in the other equation. Now, in this particular example, we have x isolated. I couldn't get that to happen on the worksheet. On the worksheet, everything that y equals is isolated. So, but for this particular equation, since the first formula is 2x plus 3y equals 4, I'm going to locate that. So that's where I'm going to be replacing. Yes.
Can you go back?
So, since x is equal to -1, we're going to replace x with -1. Now, I will tell you guys this right now. You can see on the worksheet. Most of the time, it's not just equal to a number. It's expression. So this will be replaced by whatever that expression is. We'll see that in the next example we do in the notes. But for this case, it's just -1. So we're just replacing x with -1 for step 3. It says replace the variable here with its equivalent expression. Okay, so once we replace the variable here with its equivalent expression, then we can solve for the other variable. Why is that? Because now we only have one variable. Before we had 2. This is why substitution works. You're going from 2 variables to 1 variable. Because you have 1 variable, you can solve for that, right? You can just get the variable by itself. So next step is we're going to solve for the variable.
Can you go back?
Yeah, just for a
Oh,
second.
sure. All right, so -2 times 1 2 times -1 becomes -2. Now we can solve for that first variable by getting y by itself. To do that, we're going to add 2 to both sides. So we get 3y equals 6 divided by 3, y equals 2. Now normally, you've got to solve for the other one, okay? Like on the worksheet, you'll have to go back through and plug y equals 2 into the equation to get x back. Or x equals back into x to solve for y. In this case, though, they already gave us what x was. X was -1. Now, does anybody know why I have a point as the answer?
That way you can do x and y.
There you go. And I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like on the graph. We're not going to really spend a lot of time in this class graphing, but sometimes it helps to see what the graph looks like. So I'm going to plot the original 2 lines, and you're going to see that this point is going to be where they cross. You can actually touch where they intersect. And then it will give you that point, -1, 2. So those are our 2 lines. Where they cross is the solution we just found, -1, 2. So that's why I wrote it as a point. All right, let's do the next example.